Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho at the Kirby Krulitz Court, the home of the Wallace Miners, this is
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a exciting edition of Channel 3 Sports. We got the 2019 Ladies Silver Valley Tournament coming to you live from Wallace High School. Right now we're running through the starting lineups. First for the Kellogg Wildcats, at guard, senior Laura Allred. She's going to be along with sophomore guard Darian Hill, senior guard Jaron Figueroa, sophomore forward Graceland Nearing, and sophomore post Haley Cheney. And starting for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks, we have number 3, a 5'4" junior guard Sammy Badgett, a 5'10" junior guard Jenna Holder, a 5'8" junior guard Macy Rimmel, a 5'9" freshman forward Tracy Watkins, and a 5'9" guard, number 23, Mackenzie Hammond. So those are your starters tonight for both teams here. Wildcats come in fresh off of a victory last night against the Moscow Bears, and I think they won that game like 53-32. They absolutely trounced Moscow there. And St. Mary's has only played 2 games this year. They're 0-2. They have lost to Bonners Ferry, and I can't remember the other team. But they are 0-2, so, we're going to be here. This is the opening contest. The winner of this will advance to the championship game tomorrow night against the winner of our later game between Wallace and Potlatch. So, once again, Josh McDonald alongside Caleb McDonald up here in Wallace. This is Channel 3 Sports. Looks like we're going to have Cheney taking on, I believe that's Abigail Erickson.
Cheney wins the tip.
Yeah, Wildcats win the tip, and turnover right out of the gate. And this was what the Wildcats' issues were last night. For as fast as they play, they turn the ball over just an ungodly amount.
Well, this is a really young team, Josh. They have some young players and some inexperience.
Yeah, they're young. They only have 4 senior players, and everyone else on the roster is sophomore or younger. Little mid-range jumper there from Jenna Holder goes out of bounds, so it's going to be St. Mary's ball into their own basket. Last time I had heard, Cheney was playing through the flu, so you might see her a little bit fatigued. Laura Allred with the steal. She's in transition, up and off the rim, no good. Rebound, Lumberjacks. That's Holder.
Allred, just one of the fastest guards you'll see out there.
Yeah, Laura's one of the fastest people you ever encounter as St. Mary's gets on the board first with a nice little lay-in there off the fast break from Tracy Watkins. Wildcats moving the ball right around the perimeter. They go inside to Haley Cheney. High post jumper, no good. And Cheney trying to trap 90 feet away from the basket. And the Wildcats picked up most of their fouls last night, about 90 feet away from the basket, much to the chagrin of Coach Jana Nearing.
Stay away from them once they get that rebound.
Yeah, they want to press, though. That is one thing you will see. After every made Wildcat basket, they jump into that 2-2-1 press that you've seen the boys run for a few years. They might even run it better than some of the boys' teams that we've seen.
Old Jeff Lambert, be proud of that.
Yeah, Wildcats with the steal there on that last possession. And They just need to settle into their offense, and that's not something we saw from them last night. Jaron Figueroa from the corner there. Nice shot from Jaron. It's up and in. 3-2 ball game here. And, Jaron Figueroa almost picked up her first foul there.
We almost got a travel there, too.
Yeah. and you see this Wildcat team is fast. So this 2-2-1 press just is perfect for them. Kind of a wild take there. Laura Allred comes up with the ball, and she's out in transition. She's going to go one-on-one. Goes up, cross the body, and in for two, and it's a 5-2 lead. And here we'll see the Wildcats see if they can force some turnovers. They try to go middle. There's one steal out of the press there. Figueroa passes over to Allred. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Figueroa. She's going to go up. Tips the ball out. Rebounded by St. Mary's.
St. Mary's
Holder.
Needs to throw the ball up.
You've got to throw that pass if you're you see Holder wide open down there. And Holder on Darian Hill could be a fun matchup. Darian Hill last night was the MVP of that game, kind of doing all the things that you want a player to do. The less glamorous things as Haley Cheney tries an up and under. Gets her own rebound, kicks it over to Hill. Hill's little jumper, and it's up and in. 7-2 ball game.
Wow. You can definitely see the fatigue in Cheney.
Darian Hill's going to pick up a block there. Just wasn't there in time. Had the right idea, though, on the sideline setup. Looked like she was trying to draw the charge. Couldn't quite get there.
Yep, a little too late.
Yeah, Cheney looks tired already.
Yeah.
And if this game gets out of hand quick, it would not surprise me to see Coach Nearing go to the bench with her quick.
Oh, yeah.
I think
no call there.
Might have been a foul there, but Laura Allred's going to get one there. I think Cheney could have got that first one. Cheney already looks, like you said, just gassed.
Yeah, she's tired, and, I mean, you got to get her out of there right now.
So at the line for St. Mary's, that's Tracy Watkins. First free throw up and off the side of the rim. Yep, and right there, Cheney coming out. That's Abby Erickson coming into the game. She's a sophomore forward, 5'11", good size on Abby Erickson. But yeah, Cheney is getting talked to by January. She looks like she's looking like Michael Jordan right now. Shot is up, missed. Rebounds her own free throw miss there. Into the game for the Lumberjacks. That's Christina Kozer. Holder's pass almost stolen by Grace Nearing, tipped out of bounds. It'll remain with the Lumberjacks out near three-quarter court there. And pardon me, I'm probably going to trip up on this, but we're going to have the Lumberjacks here now, and then later on in the nightcap, we're going to have the Loggers. So if I get tongue-tied or just refer to one team as the other, bear with me, as a nice shot there from Sammy Badgett. Nice little mid-range 15-footer. Makes this a 7-4 ball game.
Is there much difference in name for them?
I mean, I'm not sure. Grace Nearing finds Jaron Figueroa again open for that three. Air balls this time. Rebound Watkins. And back come the Lumberjacks.
The Lumberjacks just like to bring the ball up nice and slow. They don't like to push anything.
Yeah, wisely not turning this into some sort of speed game. And it's boding them well. Wildcats wisely let that one go out of bounds.
We're going to get a timeout here.
Oh, we're going to get a timeout. I'm trying to see who took it.
I think that's Kellogg. I think we're getting a
Wildcats taking a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you here through the timeout. And tonight, up here for Channel 3 Sports Live, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors, those being, NASCO's and Eddie Bros, and even Wallace Ace Hardware. So thank you for all your sponsorship and all your help keeping this program going for these guys. I know the communities really do value being able to watch these games from their home and even kind of have them archived if they want to go back and rewatch some of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So out of the timeout, just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Wildcats on top of St. Mary's 7-4. And I don't understand why they do that. They have the point guard inbound to the shooting guard and go right back to the point guard instead of just
giving it to the point guard.
Who knows? Ooh, bad entry pass there from Grace Nearing, stolen by St. Mary's.
And again, they don't look up the floor there.
I don't know that Badgett was comfortable enough to lead Holder that far to the basket. Holder Holder is a solid-looking player out there. Looks like she can probably bench press about 150 pounds. Ooh, Grace Nearing on the backside. I thought that was clean.
I don't think they're going to get Grace for that one.
Oh,
Yep.
they're white 23. They're going to go Abby Erickson on the arm there.
Yeah, Nearing had a good block there.
Yeah, it looked clean from our angle, and it looks like it was clean from just about every angle. Badgett's free throw, no good. 3:25 left here in the first quarter. Cheney back into the game. I mean,
weird.
I wonder if they're going to try to give her the old Michael Jordan flu game. Just try to pump her full of fluids and keep her on the floor. Second free throw up and in for Badgett. 7-5 ball game here. Wildcats kind of, when they're not creating offense out of their defense, when they have to run it out of their half-court sets, it's just not great. They're going to leave Figueroa open from the three. Rims off. Rebound by Kozer there. And stolen by Figueroa, and then a foul by Kozer. And I thought St. Mary's was in man.
But they're leaving they're leaving her open.
I mean, they're in zone right now.
Yeah, Figueroa's got a shot every time.
Ooh, and a foul there. Good call from the back official here. Cheney went up to try to tip that one in and got fouled on the arm. Kind of a nice design play. The pass is a little high.
Too high, yeah.
A little too high there, I'd say. But Cheney, a pretty good free throw shooter, went like 6 of 9 from the line last night. And I jinxed her.
Yes, you did, Joshua.
Poor kid. But again, like we said, she's also battling something. You can just tell she looks a little pale.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't feel good. And the second one. Rebound Darian Hill, though, and she'll kick it out. Ooh. Wildcats, once again, just not moving the ball terrifically well. And Jana Nearing is screaming that she wants a different play. They're trying to go inside to Cheney. And they do, but just too late. And we're going to get a foul here, this time on Kristen Miller for the Lumberjacks.
Cheney's got to watch out there. She camped in the key for about 10 seconds there without a call.
And that's the third team foul there for the Lumberjacks. Jaren Figueroa, another good look from the corner. No good. Rebound Laura Allred. The Wildcats just cannot buy a basket right now, and they're getting some really nice open looks. Little step through there by Mackenzie Hammond, and a lot of contact. Darian Hill going to catch the ball in transition, go up and off the glass for two, and it's a 9-5 ball game here in the first quarter.
Josh, if you're Figueroa on those inbound passes where you're getting those wide open threes, take it in.
Ooh, nice bounce pass there. I don't think Hammond was ready for it. Kozer made a nice pass, but had a lane. I think a victim of trying to defer to her teammates too much, and Cheney's going to come out and get another break, this time Katie Ferreira coming in. Katie Ferreira last night had 8 points for the Wildcats in some very solid play.
She's a very high-energy person
high
for the Wildcats.
High energy is an understatement. She is as bubbly as they come. And Wildcats trying to get Darian Hill open in the short corner, and they will. Off the glass there, Darian Hill.
Shot.
I believe that's Darian Hill's 6th point of the game.
Yeah.
St. Mary's struggling with this press. Holder with the ball, trying to beat it. And they throw deep. Katie Ferreira.
We're going to get a foul on Katie Ferreira there.
Katie Ferreira making the hustle play, and hopefully she didn't just roll her ankle there.
Well, I don't think they put her in at the 5. And that's not her normal spot. She didn't know where she was supposed to be playing.
I think she just got whacked. She's hurting a little bit. Yeah. Tough competitor, Katie Ferreira is. She's not one to give an inch, but that was a midair collision. St. Mary's with the ball, working it around, trying to go inside to Hammond there. Figueroa with the defense on the block. Get away with a reach. She's got to keep those hands up. I think she falls in love with, they're going to get a travel. Laura Allred had the strip. She falls in love with trying to get that steal, when if she just kept her hands up, she'd probably have the right position to keep.
Yeah.
It's good defensive position. She just gets a little grabby sometimes. Oh. Tipped out of bounds, trying to go to Van Hoos in the corner there, and that is Emma Van Hoos. Not to be confused with cousin Owie Van Hoos. Ooh, dangerous pass from Figueroa. Allred inside, off the glass. Wild shot. Wild take there by Allred. When you move as fast as she does, though, you can find your way through, I guess. And that's exactly what she did. She found her way through and going to go to the line for 2 here. That's the 4th St. Mary's foul. Wildcats also with 4 fouls as Laura knocks down her first one.
Good free throw shooter.
Soft touch.
Yeah, last year, I mean, she came up and played for Varsity. She put up points that game in districts, a couple games in districts that she got to play.
Yeah. Abby Erickson off the missed free throw, up and can't get it to go in, but that was a power move by Erickson right there.
Oh.
That's Hammond with the ball. A little spin cycle action there.
Laura Allred down there.
Yeah. And Hammond looking to attack, and she is not small. That was a lot of contact there by Erickson. Wildcats are going to play physical around the basket, but a lot of times find themselves undersized on the weak side. And it's a 12-7 ball game here. Less than a minute left. Allred with the ball, kind of bobbles the catch. She'll drive in. She is in attack mode from the second she catches the ball.
Which is the way that you should be.
Yeah. Darian Hill coming out with a rebound there, dribbling it out. I'm surprised Jana Nearing isn't just running the clock here in hopes of, getting the last shot. Laura Allred's got to catch the ball, though. She does not have great hands as Jaren Figueroa takes it in hard off the rim. Almost comes up with the rebound as Darian Hill there, but at St. Mary's, they're going to go deep, and they find Kozer. Kozer fouled by Allred with 5 seconds left.
That's going to be Allred's second foul.
Yeah, Allred picked up 3 in the first quarter last night and sat for the second quarter.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, she ended up only finishing with 4, picked up her 4th in the fourth quarter. So played a pretty clean second half. But
After that,
yeah. Kozer's free throws up and no good. Grace Nearing coming in for Laura Allred. Kind of the one thing the Wildcats seem to be lacking is a true playmaker. They're going to have to rely on their team as a whole, as both free throws are missed. Kozer grabs her own rebound. St. Mary's not going to get a shot off at the buzzer. So at the end of 1, it is Kellogg 12, St. Mary's 7. We're going to be back with the second quarter after a quick break. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. This is Channel 3 Sports Live. Second quarter action kicking off here between the Kellogg Wildcats and the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. Kellogg up 12-7 after 1 quarter. And St. Mary's is going to turn the ball over on their first possession of this quarter here. First things that I would say that I noticed in that first quarter for the Wildcats is just, like we said a minute ago, not looking to attack. They've really got to start attacking. For St. Mary's, they got to be comfortable and hit those passes. Ooh, as Erickson's shot gets blocked there, and we're going to get a foul on Darian Hill. That's her second. But the Wildcats really need to find someone willing to attack the basket well, and then at the same time, St. Mary's needs to get confident throwing those passes
Yeah.
those lead passes, trying to get people open. Wildcats force another turnover with their press here. Moving the ball up, Jaren Figueroa, nice little up and under, but can't hit it. Rebound goes to Holder.
And Figueroa looks like the one who is confident enough to do it, but she's
not hitting.
She's not hitting.
Badgett with another little 15-footer miss. Rebound Figueroa. Figueroa in transition now. I think maybe it'd be best suited to let her set up the offense, but she's going to draw a foul on that drive there. I believe that foul is going to go on Holder. Holder, a big physical guard for St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Not afraid to go down low and bang in the post, and then it runs well in transition.
Good dribble moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First shot for Jaren's off the back iron. Cheney coming back into the game slowly.
Yeah.
Poor kid. Like I said, I guess the Wildcats have had about 4 of their players battling the flu the last few days. So, not a great look for the Wildcats as Figueroa gets her second one to go through. Oh, and the Wildcats aren't set up well in their press. Jana Nearing's down there talking to Abby Erickson and didn't have a chance to call out 22. Nice pass there. Good block by Cheney. And that's Emma Van Hoos down there trying to battle underneath. But Badgett, I think that's her spot. She has shot from those little red elbows on a few different occasions as Cheney can't corral the Grace Nearing pass.
Good pass, though.
Good pass.
Yeah, that's the pass you want.
You
right
know,
there.
the hard part is I think these Wildcats have about 2 people who can make those passes, but I think they only have like 1 or 2 people that can catch it. Traveling right there.
Right there, yep.
Wildcats forced to travel. St. Mary is not quite sure how to confidently break this press. They've done it a couple times by sheer luck and the fact that the pass has been thrown about 30 feet in the air. But if they had just had a player down here in front of the Kellogg bench, as Cheney goes up with the left, got fouled, she'll go to the line. Cheney is an absolute monster.
In everything.
In everything that she does. It is unfair. She's a human cheat code for girls' sports in high school.
Yes.
And if you've seen her parents, like,
yeah,
genetic jackpot.
Yes, absolutely.
And misses the first one there, though. Not her night from the free throw line. I just feel like tomorrow night, if we get the desired Kellogg-Wallace matchup, watching her and Jaden House play against each other is going to be a lot of fun. Second one rolls out for Cheney. She's going to get to the line, and they're going to drop eventually. Another Badgett got away with a travel there, and we're going to get a jump ball.
Which that should have been a reach.
What we call those is a makeup call is what those are called, sir. I believe they could have called a reach there. Called the jump because he very apparently missed the travel. Nice pass there from Cheney to Darian Hill, and she just couldn't corral it. And those are the ones you got to get. It's still a 13-9 ball game. This game isn't being put out of reach like Coach Nearing probably would like it. End of the game for the Wildcats right now, Sam Karst.
She's looking good out there making those passes, those entry passes.
Oh, she did really well as Jaren Figueroa comes up with a steal. She's in transition, going to try to go around Holder there. Up, can't hit. Rebound, Cheney. Cheney's going to get fouled again. You got to be careful. Cheney's going to get – we don't want Cheney to throw up on the floor. They keep making a lot of contact with her.
Well, if you're Figueroa, I am not going head first into Holder. Yeah, that's not happening. That's a bad idea. You pull the ball out and set up the offense.
Yeah. And it looks like St. Mary's going to take a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with you through the break here. We'd also like to thank some of our other sponsors here at Channel 3. Kellogg McDonald's, Hecla Mining Company, and Mike's Specialty Welding, as well as the Frank A. Morbach Foundation for all their support and partnership over the years. So, Caleb, if you're coach, well, that doesn't look like a Brandon. I don't believe St. Mary's coach's name is Brandon. She's a lady. It's all right. We'll figure it out. If you're St. Mary's' coach, what are you doing right now to change it up?
Well,
I mean, you're not out of the game, but you know that if Cheney hits these free throws, and if she hadn't missed, her first, 4.
Well, what you do is you put Holder on the block against Cheney, and you make Cheney try and foul because you see how they want Cheney to get the ball.
Right.
They want Cheney to have the ball, so you get her out of the game. You're free. They don't have a legit post to go in there.
Nice. Cheney rights the ship there. Back-to-back made free throws make this a 15-9 ball game here. Wildcats sticking with this press, dropping out of it quickly, dropping into a man-to-man defense here. Kind of a weird change of pace. We're going to get a travel there on
She
Holder.
Just needs to go up.
Well, and I think them being in man really freaked her out. She was waiting for the pressure, and then it didn't come, and
she got to the basket really easy.
Yeah. Figueroa, they go inside. Cheney back out to Figueroa, wide open 3.
And Figueroa at this point needs to start going in when she's got that open spot.
She's 1 for 3. I mean, it's not, or 1 for 4, so she's still right where she wants to be. Nice little jumper there from Figueroa from the elbow.
If you're not making threes, take a step in.
Right.
And
they fixed it right there. Wildcats kind of showing kind of that 2-2-1, but dropping it right into a man. Figueroa almost comes up with the ball, has the ball, and Jana Nearing takes a wise timeout there. Just a 30, I'm sure. Oh, she's going to go full. So 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wildcats leading St. Mary's 17-9. Kellogg with a full timeout. Oh, we're going to take a break right along with them. We'll be back. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports Live. And out of the timeout, Kellogg ball. Grace Nearing kind of running the point position here. Kicks it over to the wing there, Darian Hill, back to Figueroa, right here in front of us. Wildcats trying to find something. Cross-court pass. Figueroa once again. They're just skip passing it there as Darian Hill finds Katie Ferrer on the baseline. Ferrer's little jumper, no good.
A lot of contact there.
Lot of fighting for that board. Figueroa drew a ton of contact on that shot attempt. Figueroa's active hands usually get her into a little bit of trouble. However, tonight, not the case. She has had her hands on a lot as Cheney picks up a cheap foul there.
You got to get her out of the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, that is the one thing that the Wildcats that you see. They want to go to her. Well, so if I'm St. Mary's, you got to get her out.
That's only Cheney's first foul. The team's 7th. Both teams in the bonus now, so we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way on these.
Allred back into the game.
Allred, the speedster.
2 fouls, not 3.
Yeah, it's not 3 yet. Shot is up for Watkins there.
Oh, and we're in the bonus.
What I just said.
I didn't even hear you.
Oh.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Problem.
Second shot, no good. Rebound, Figueroa. Figueroa with, oh no. Oh no. Nice little find. Oh, Darian Hill.
Gotta catch.
Gotta catch the ball. Figueroa right there. Just, I don't know what you would call it. It wasn't a ankle breaker or a crossover. Just a spin move that they didn't get out of the way for. Uh-oh. Lumberjacks have an advantage. Grace Nearing lays out for the ball to tip it out of bounds for somebody named Grace.
Not graceful.
That was not the most graceful of landings, but a good hustle play by the sophomore guard. Ooh,
there it is.
Cheney almost picked up another one there as Holder just muscles her way to the hoop.
And I'm a I'm a Wildcat, but that was a foul.
That was a big physical move there by Holder to get to the hoop and absorbed a lot of contact. And St. Mary's kind of sitting in a little bit of a zone here. Cheney's going to go up. Nice little turnaround. No good. Wide left. Wildcat offense just stagnant here in this ball game. And you can't allow a dead ball pass from one corner of the court to the other and not come up with a steal. Not even challenge it if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah, exactly.
But that being said, the Wildcats are fresh off of their first game of the season. I mean, they're less than 24 hours removed. In fact, only about 20 hours removed from the conclusion of that ball game. Laura Allred goes up, off the glass, no good. Rebound nearing. She's going to go up, can't hit. And out of bounds off St. Mary's. It's a 17-12 ball game. This game is not out of reach even a little bit. And it seems like every time St. Mary's kind of pulls within a one or two possessions, Wildcats hit 2 shots or a shot and get fouled and kind of re-extend the lead to 8 or 9. It's not going the way I expected it to, that is for sure. Jaren Figueroa back in the corner. It's a good-looking shot, and it rattles home.
It.
And the lead back to 8 here. Oh, and a St. Mary's travel. Grace Nearing just showing a little bit of pressure, forces the bad pass. Just not quite ready for it. She wanted to make it a lot sooner. Her teammate turned because the pressure was not even remotely there. And Jaren's going to call for the ball back. Laura Allred. Back over to Figueroa. Finds Grace Nearing. They go inside. Katie
Nice
Ferreira
pass.
up off the glass.
That's the
And
pass.
we're at 22-12 here.
Like we just said, couple possessions and then the Wildcats.
Ooh, Nearing just a little slower there. Oh, Katie Ferreira. A char or a block?
Yep.
A block.
And Josh, I agree with the call.
I don't think so. There was contact on the other side.
She kind of jumped into it. She didn't really stand there. It wouldn't have looked as bad if she wouldn't have jumped into it.
It looked bad.
It looked bad, but she jumped into it.
I would like to see the replay there. That's Ferreira's second foul. Hold her to the line. 8th team foul for the Wildcats. 2.5 minutes left here in this first half of play. Holder's free throw up and in. It's a 1-and-1 situation. Ooh, Janet Nearing not happy with the box-out effort from Darian Hill there. And much better there. Shot goes in, though, for Holder.
They're going to take her out. I don't know.
Probably give her a breather. She's been in the whole game.
I mean,
cut the lead down to
single digits.
Down to single or back to single digits. 2.5 minutes left here. Wildcats threatening to blow this one wide open as Grace Nearing spots an open 3. Airballs it. And oh,
just let it go.
Well, Laura Allred made a play on it, but
I think Laura Allred
stepped out of bounds.
She was going all Kevin Durant. Just hoping.
Oh, hoping the
she
ref
was
wouldn't
hoping
notice.
for a Kevin Durant moment there.
And back come the Lumberjacks. Here's Badgett with the ball. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Oh, man. What a nice pass in an open court and a travel there. Katie Ferreira lucky she didn't pick up foul number 3. Wildcats lucky this isn't a 6-point ball game right now. That was a nice pass to a cutting Sierra Christensen there. Abby Erickson up off the glass too hard. And it's like the Wildcats are just turning and firing, and we're going to get a foul.
On Ferreira.
If this goes on Ferreira, that's number 3, and we're going to have a shooter here. Nope, that's Abby Erickson.
1-3.
I thought they called it on 2-3.
Nope.
Yep.
Don't worry. I am right every once in a while.
Oh, these old eyes. 9th team foul for the Wildcats. Ferreira's 3rd, and just a lot of sloppy play from the Wildcats here. I talked to Coach Janet before the game, and she admitted that while they've been working really hard to get their defense in sync, the offense hasn't had as much emphasis just yet. And I get that. You can coach a team to score fairly easily. I mean, once all these players play basketball, you want to make baskets. Oh, Laura Allred dribbles right into a trap. And we're going to get a foul as Jaren Figueroa stepped on poor Mackenzie Hammond's head. But you cannot stress the emphasis. I mean, if you can emphasize keeping a team from scoring, you can win ball games 10-9 for all coach cares, as long as you win the game. Mackenzie Hammond's free throw up and off the glass.
Gosh, that play where Allred got the ball still. That's just that lack of varsity experience. Yeah.
She's been on JV for 3 years.
Yeah, she's been a 3-year JV player.
Not for any other reason, probably other than they've just had a lot of guard play the last 2 or 3 seasons. Hammond got away with a travel there. Darian Hill comes up with a steal. This is an incredibly physical ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Nearing with the ball, finds Figueroa back, resetting the offense. Still 22-14, a minute 10 left here in the second quarter.
They got a shooter in the corner. They got to throw the ball to her.
And they're trying to get Figueroa. They go inside to Erickson. Erickson
just throwing it.
Just turning and throwing it up. Jana Nearing looking incredibly frustrated on the bench right now.
When your coach slumps back in their chair that, they're done.
Slump backs, hands on the head. Badgett with the ball back up top there to Macy Rimmel. Shot from Hammond, no good. Rebound goes up by Badgett. Badgett, the smallest girl on the floor.
2 rebounds in a row.
Getting multiple rebounds and drawing the foul. This one on Abby Erickson. That's going to be her first or second, I believe.
Gosh, there's really no excuse for a 5'4".
Well, perhaps her
individual.
Third. Calling that her third? 10th team foul.
Yeah.
Mylanta.
Yeah.
I guess she has played. She's played a lot in lieu of Cheney being out, as she gets a rebound there. Figueroa coming back the other way. I'm going to try to run in blue here, a play we're all pretty familiar with in Kellogg. Wildcats don't seem to know what's going on, and Figueroa is going to pick up an offensive foul there.
I think that's Figueroa's third.
I don't think that's only her first or second.
Might be her second then.
Oh, only her first.
Really?
Yeah, she's played a relatively clean game.
I thought she stepped on the other girl.
No, they gave that foul to Allred.
Oh.
I think she stepped on her after the girl was already down.
Right. Okay.
Valuable right there. Figueroa only having 1 foul in the first half.
Yeah.
20 seconds left. Hammond with the ball out on the wing. Steps through. Stolen by Cheney. Cheney getting just slapped down there off the steal. Figueroa inside. Errant pass. Tipped out. Nearing over to Van Hoos. Van Hoos takes a dribble in. 2 seconds left.
Take the shot.
And they're not going to get a shot. Just no clock awareness there for the Wildcats. And they're going to end the half on top, 22-14.
Josh Van Hoos had a shot there.
Van Hoos had a shot there. Could have gotten the ball to Figueroa for a better shot. Coach Nearing looks like she could use a massage right now or something. She's rubbing her temples, looking at her board going, what do I do? Defensively, her team has in back-to-back games held teams under 15 points. I mean, and that's an impressive feat. When those teams are St. Mary's and Moscow, those aren't just gimme teams. They're a very sound defensive team, is this Kellogg team. The problem is offensively, they are struggling.
Well, and see, I think you're happy with the defense, but you cannot be happy with the amount of fouls. You have 3 girls with 3 fouls.
Well, and you've got 1 starter. That's the one that's scary, is Laura Allred. You know who we haven't seen tonight, and I'm wondering if she's not here? Caitlin Wendt.
And I believe she is not here. I looked down on the bench because we were talking up here before the game about there was only 10, and we were trying to find who the one that was missing.
Caitlin Wendt last night was a wrecking crew for the Wildcats. I'm going to do some research here during the break to find out where Caitlin is. Wildcats sure are missing her presence here tonight. But for Caleb McDonald, I'm Josh McDonald. This is Channel 3 Sports. We'll be back after a little break here with the second half of play. Thanks for watching. Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Caleb McDonald. And we're opening the second half with St. Mary's. Wildcats on top of the Lumberjacks, 22-14 here. Opening game of the Silver Valley Tournament. Wildcats forced a turnover on the opening possession there.
I don't know if really force a turnover is the right thing to say there, Josh. But, we'll count it.
I mean, their defensive pressure forced a cross-court pass.
I guess that's true.
Wildcats playing with a little bit of foul trouble here. Laura Allred on the floor with 3 fouls. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Jana Nearing adjusts. Figueroa with the ball for the Wildcats. She had a pretty strong first half, both defensively and hit some big shots for them. There's another one right there.
Yep.
Making this a 25-14 ball game. Wildcats staying in this press. Ooh. I just don't know that Cheney has the energy to try and...
She doesn't have the speed right now.
That wasn't... We had a chance to talk to her dad during the break, and, he laughed, and, is Haley still sick? And he goes, how could you tell? And when she's healthy, Cheney is my pick for league MVP this year. She's just that good of a ball player. Laura Allred had an open look, not going to shoot it, and forces a bad pass.
You just got to take that in. I mean, you have 2 people split right there. Drive in, you're going to get fouled because they're both going to collapse on you.
I mean, Allred had her dribble, though, and elected just to not use it.
Yeah,
those are those
yeah.
mistakes that are just unforced. Wildcats kind of going soft 2-2-1 there. Badgett with the ball from St. Mary's. High arcing three-pointer. My goodness. That
what
was
a shot right there.
That was St. Mary's' Macy Rimmel, making this a 25-19 ball game. Wildcats just cannot pull away. St. Mary's doing everything in their power to make this uncomfortable as Darian Hill catches a pass in the high post. Missed shot, but rebound Cheney.
With the left.
Poor Cheney.
He's working.
Playing through a flu. I mean, maybe a little bit of sweat this out. Cheney with the block there. Her length is just such a...
Oh, and they got to look up.
Yeah, she was...
Oh,
and Laura Allred just didn't catch the ball. Laura Allred's off her game a little bit this afternoon, or evening, I guess is now.
Yeah, it's evening, but...
Well,
yeah, there's...
Badgett with the ball back over to Rimmel there. And working against this zone here. And this zone wisely allows Cheney a little bit of a break defensively. She's not having to chase as Holder there. Just can't get a good bounce on that jump shot. Had a good look.
Badgett. I've never seen somebody that small
Just get
affect the biggest people on the court as she does. She's touching the ball every time she's down low.
Figueroa out to Hill. Darian Hill's little jumper no good. Hill elected not to follow her shot, and a foul there is going to go either on Allred or Figueroa.
Cheney.
Really?
Cheney stuck her hand in there.
I mean, I believe that's the one person we didn't want to get the foul there. It's only her second, I guess.
The Tony Romo of calling fouls.
Yeah, it's not. I guess that's something. Wow. You shouldn't be able to throw a pass through a zone like that. Wildcats just look lazy on defense right now. And like we said before, you don't want to make excuses because you've got to be prepared. I mean, you want to win a state championship, it's 3 games in 3 days.
Yep, it's tough. I've been there.
The Wildcats are sitting here playing their second game in a back-to-back. They will play 3 games in 3 days against, opponents of, I don't want to say descending difficulty because I feel like tomorrow's contest might be a little bit closer as Badgett, scores on the block.
She's posting up right now against Haley Cheney.
Badgett's the smallest girl on the floor, and we're going to get a timeout from Kellogg. It's a 27-21 ball game. This Badgett,
she might be my favorite player.
She's getting points on the block. She's getting in there, working hard, doing all those right things. It's got to be very frustrating if you're Coach Nearing, who's just kind of having a heart-to-heart, it looks like.
It's frustrating for me to sit and watch. I mean, as a broadcaster, I'm sitting here watching a 5'4" girl out rebound and post up. Girls like.
I mean, we're not going to throw Haley on.
I mean, Haley's sick, yes.
Haley's sick, but
you got girls who are 5'7", 5'9" in there just not boxing out. Get her out of there.
Yeah.
You just got to do what you got to do.
It's not a great situation. I'll give you that. Wildcats still have the ability to shift into a higher gear, though, which really I believe is what Coach Nearing is probably banking on, is that they will.
But if you don't do it soon, you lose all that momentum, and you give all the momentum to St. Mary's.
Yeah.
It's got to happen now.
Yeah, the third quarter is usually where these close games are won and lost. They go inside to Grace Nearing. Jaren Figueroa is going to try another three. No good, but right there, Laura Allred with the rebound. Up. Kind of a wild shot. Grace Nearing cleaning it up, though. That was much needed for the Wildcats. Lumberjacks coming back the other way. And realistically, a couple big shots here, and the Lumberjacks are very much in this ball game. Bad pass forced inside. Cheney goes to the ground, and it looks like Darian Hill comes up with the ball. Figueroa now pushing it ahead for the Wildcats. Might think about slowing it down a little bit. Wildcats just kind of struggling a little bit with their ball control.
They can't pass or catch.
Yeah, their passing and catching is kind of suspect. Kind of a lazy throw there. Figueroa is going to go inside to Cheney. Cheney will go up. A little bit of contact. No good, though. Ooh. Cheney knocked that one out of bounds. Cheney probably about to get a little bit of a break here, I think. Nope, Grace Nearing. I think the Wildcats are just going to have to ride Cheney out until
they feel safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's the story of Michael Jordan in the flu game, kind of a legendary story, and I don't know that the stakes are quite that high, but
this isn't the NBA Finals,
the
Western Conference Finals, or Eastern, whatever they was in.
Bad pass from St. Mary's there, and this is one of the things that the Wildcats benefited from last night is while they are not playing the cleanest ball game in the world,
neither is the other team.
Neither is the other team. The Wildcats have just capitalized off of more things earlier. They go inside. Laura Allred can't catch the pass, finds Abby Erickson. Erickson's going to get fouled, so she'll shoot there. And,
And Emma Van Hoos. If you are a guard, you got to be able to shoot the ball.
Want to.
Yeah, she's wide open. Wide open. Take a step in if you're not comfortable shooting the three-point shot. But nobody's close to you.
Erickson's first free throw is up and in, making this a 30-21 ball game. Second free throw from Erickson, rims out. Rebound by Hill. Hill kicks it out to Allred. Hill gets her own rebound. She's
Hill's working.
Hill's a hard worker, kind of one of those hard-nosed scraps in the paint. Van Hoos with an open look, tries to go inside to Erickson. Van Hoos not taking that shot. Wildcats will retain possession off the jump ball here. But you've got to look to shoot if you're Van Hoos in the corner there. And I think that's what Coach Nearing is probably going to talk to her about as she heads back to the bench. Grace Nearing takes the inbounds pass. Back up to Laura Allred. Allred over to Hill. Hill with a little 20-footer. Nothing but net.
Nice shot there by Hill.
They gave the score to the wrong team. It's fixed now, 32-21. Deep three there from Brianni Ventura of the Lumberjacks there, making this a 32-24 game. Nice entry pass to Erickson is knocked out of bounds. Great looking pass. Yeah. Cheney coming in, and perhaps Erickson is sick as well. Back to Figueroa. This designed inside out,
Lumberjacks
inbounds play.
can't figure it
They
out.
have not figured it out yet, and the Wildcats have probably run it 10 times this game. Figueroa being guarded tightly by Ventura
defense
there. Pass stolen by Rimmel. Ventura drives in. I thought she was going to go for a little bit of a heat check there, a little deep. Badgett, cross court to Holder. Holder up. I don't know if that was partially blocked or not. Figueroa comes up with the loose ball, though, and the Wildcats will take the possession the other way. Under 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter of play. And it just feels like, Darian Hill shoot it out of convenience, really. I mean, I don't think she was even really ready for the ball there.
Nobody
on
her.
The offensive aggression here is not great for Kellogg. Ventura is going to... What are we getting here? Are we getting a timeout call?
Yes.
St. Mary's took a timeout. Open look. I don't know that I like that timeout call by the coach there from St. Mary's. Maybe she wants to draw a design play out of the set. She seemed awfully concerned about where the ball would be inbounded from.
Yeah. I mean, every time Ventura touches the ball, I just want to drop some movie quotes. It's getting to me, Josh.
Yeah.
Ventura. How we're gonna say it?
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
Wildcats really need to go on a bit of a scoring run here. I thought they started the third quarter strong. They probably had 5 or 6 quick points, and then they just kind of went stagnant again, Caleb.
Yeah. Well, they don't.
They're not looking to score. Ventura is, though. Second three of the quarter here, hits the front of the rim.
Oh, no.
Figueroa had all red. Wisely, it's kind of that know your personnel thing. As Cheney goes up, Wise did not pass that. Allred has struggled catching the ball tonight. Push this lead back up to double digits, a 34-24 ball game. Badgett picks up her dribble. Ventura almost has the ball stolen. Badgett's going to get down into the paint. Off the back iron, no good. A rebound, Hill. Kicks it ahead to Figueroa. Figueroa slowing things down for Kellogg here. Trying to reset the offense. And St. Mary's going in kind of a slacked off man-to-man. Laura Allred cannot catch the ball, and it's becoming a liability for the Wildcats right now.
They need to do something.
Yeah.
They have guards on the bench that they can throw in there. Sam Karst or whatever, she was playing great in that first half when they put her in.
Yeah. There is a definite problem catching the ball and possessing the ball for Laura Allred right now. Ventura wanted to shoot that, I think. Out there in Zach Welch territory.
Ooh, here in Wallace, yeah. That's
Holder. Oh no, Badgett. Badgett tried to go up against Cheney. Oh, another bobbled catch there by Allred. Figueroa comes up with the steal and tried to get the shot up. So at the end of the third quarter, it's the Wildcats 34, the Lumberjacks 24. I didn't realize we had gotten that low in the clock. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of play here in this opening Silver Valley Tournament contest. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Caleb McDonald. This is Channel 3 Sports Live's coverage of the opening round of the Ladies Silver Valley Tournament. Kellogg currently on top of St. Mary's 34-24. And I'm almost positive that every first possession of every quarter for St. Mary's has began with a bad pass out of bounds. Wildcats have a chance to extend this lead. I think 11 is their biggest lead of the game. And a little skip pass there to Figueroa. They're trying to go inside to Cheney, just not there.
And if you're the ref, you have to call 3 in the key.
Yeah. Cheney's going to go up, get fouled.
Cheney's been standing in there for
she's not even
20 seconds
remotely dancing through the key at
yeah,
all.
And like I said, I am a Wildcat fan, but, you know, I call that on her every time.
I truly, truly wish that she could, you know, wake up tomorrow morning and be healthy so that you guys at home watching could see how dominant Haley Cheney can be. We got to see it a little bit last night. She wasn't feeling nearly as bad last night as she appears to be feeling today. Cheney does not hit the free throw there, so the score stays 36-24. Still the largest lead of the game for these Wildcats. Hammond trying to work. High post finds Badgett. Badgett long two off the front of the rim. Figueroa just can't get there quick enough.
Gets her own rebound.
Long rebound there.
rebound.
Hammond goes up, floats one over the top. No good. Rebound corralled by Darian Hill. Darian Hill will find Grace Nearing in transition here. Wisely dribbles out. Wildcats working the ball around the perimeter. St. Mary's sitting in what appears to be a very loose 2-3 zone. Nice little entry pass there. No good from Aaron Van Hoos. Cheney got hacked there.
Yeah.
And Coach Jana Nearing not okay with the lack of call. Inside, Cheney almost got the steal there. Just sloppy. Darian Hill hit the deck there.
They're letting both teams play.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like one is getting calls and the other isn't.
Nearing to Cheney. Cheney still runs like a gazelle, though, in the open court.
And we get to see that for, what, 2 more years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 3. I mean, this is only the second game of the season.
I guess, yeah.
We got 3 years ahead of us of that.
Nearing to Cheney.
Another bad pass thrown by the Lumberjacks. The Wildcats just kind of quietly extending this lead. Cheney had to use a lot of energy to finish that fast break off. Looks like she just needs
Like holding her water
she
bottle
needs
with
like
one finger and
yeah, she needs some water, maybe some hot tea, a blanket.
that's all I have left.
Yeah. Some really soft pajamas, something. Oh, Laura Allred, catch, shoot, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, Hammond, swiped by Figueroa. Allred into the teeth of the defense and good.
There we go. That's a little bit better from Allred.
Allred pushes this to a 16-point lead, 40-24. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Kellogg kind of running away with this one here. We expected this a little bit earlier. Has not been the prettiest outing by the Wildcats, or the Lumberjacks for that matter. Figueroa almost getting the steal. Hammond.
Figueroa with a little bit of a push there.
Hammond doing very well to try and box Figueroa from getting to the ball. And, you know, I can't say that I'm a huge fan of that style of play there, but at the same time,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. And it's St. Mary's who retains possession. Figueroa playing very good defense tonight. Katie Ferreira in there playing with 3 fouls. That's Koser there, getting a little layup there off of a little bit of a battle between her and Katie Ferreira. It's a 40-26 ball game. Allred to Figueroa in the corner. And the Wildcats just kind of swinging the ball around the perimeter, playing a little bit of. I can't tell if we're definitely dealing with a zone here. I would assume Ferreira, she'll spy a 3.
Nice shot there.
43-26.
Her with the biggest smile on her face.
It was open. I mean,
you
I
got to
guess,
take it.
Yeah, it's open, and if you're running a 4-out motion-style offense, Darian Hill.
Right back at her.
The answer by Remmel there, but Darian Hill kind of threw her hands up after the push-off. Katie Ferrer down there in the corner. I think she was looking for a little heat check.
Wanted it again.
We're going to go to Grace Nearing. Nearing will try her hand from the corner three. Nearing has not been able to find her range here, but Allred will come up with a steal. Finds Figueroa. Figueroa floats one up to Nearing. Great pass from Figueroa. Nearing just can't finish, and Laura Allred's going to get fouled. I feel bad for Grace Nearing just not being able to finish at the hoop tonight. But fortunately,
and you know what? Grace is usually she's a quiet person off the court, but when she gets on the court, you know she's out there playing. Tonight you haven't really.
She's been a solid defender and a capable ball handler for the Wildcats.
I guess that's
where
what she's been.
They've really needed it. I mean, Caitlin Went, who isn't here tonight due to attending her brother's wedding, because that's an excuse.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Right? How dare you? Caitlin Went usually plays a forward guard combo spot, and last night against Moscow was a very, very welcome presence on the floor for the Wildcats. So not having her tonight is definitely hurting the Wildcats, forcing some players to play out of position and putting a little bit more responsibility on a few players that probably aren't accustomed to getting the minutes as significantly as they've gotten them.
Well, I think that's good.
Yeah, I mean
it's you need to play out of position every once in a while.
Grace Nearing on the good closeout there. Holder can't hit the shot, and looks like Darian Hill battling down low. Darian Hill is a warrior.
She's feisty.
She is.
Her and Holder just got into it right there a little bit.
And she's not afraid. She's gonna get up. Sophomore Hill floated last year, and her she's more than happy to go to war with the bigger, stronger Holder. Laura Allred, good shot in the post, just can't hit. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats up by 15. Here's Holder down low, kind of spins into traffic, misses wildly. Rebound by Hill, and Figueroa is going to walk the ball up. Wildcats not playing nearly as flashy a style as we expected from them. But
and Allred down in the post just working.
Cheney tries her hand at a three. It was open. I don't know that Cheney has the willpower to go down and battle in the post anymore. I think she's tired. I don't think she's tired. I think we know she's tired. That right there was a foul of
Give
exhaustion.
me a break.
Yeah. Coach Nearing not pulling her star center though.
You pull her, and I mean
it's only her third foul.
Well, and I'm not saying this game's over because I've seen crazy things happen, Josh.
As Watkins hits that jumper there to cut it to 13.
Yeah, but
this was an 18-point game just a few minutes ago.
Pull her, give her a break, let her put your guards out there, let them throw the ball around to each other.
Wildcats running a motion. Laura Allred just not confident going to her dribble. And the passing, no passing and cutting, no passing and screening away. Just moving the ball around the perimeter, and there's the cut. Allred up. A lot of contact there between her and Holder. And Holder is frustrated. You can see it. She definitely doesn't, she's not one to hide her intensity, that is for sure.
She looks mean.
Allred to the line. Shot off the glass and rims out.
Every part of the rim and backboard there.
Second shot up for Allred here. Off the back iron again. Allred almost chased down her own rebound, but it's going to be off Allred. Lumberjack ball, a minute and a half left here in this fourth quarter. Wildcats up 44-31. St. Mary is going to take a timeout here, a 30-second timeout. So as of right now, it appears the Wildcats are going to advance to tomorrow's championship game. That one will be played against the winner of either Wallace or Potlatch, who will be immediately following this game. We will also be broadcasting that game as well. I don't know much about Potlatch other than they have they won their first game, knocking off Deary. Meanwhile, Wallace won their first game earlier this week in an absolute beatdown of Priest River.
Well, that's good for them playing up, beating those bigger teams.
Yeah, Jaden House, I think, finished with 19 points. Sophomore standout.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we like these younger stud players.
Sophomores.
Yeah, there's some good sophomore ball players here in the Silver Valley. Lumberjack ball taking it from half court when the odd place to inbound the ball. Lumberjacks trying to get into something. I'm assuming that coach just drew up for him. They go high post. Holder, little 15-footer. Rattles out. Rebound by Cheney. Grace Nearing bringing the ball up. Clock ticking down here. Wildcats working the ball kind of slowly here. Laura Allred does not want to dribble the ball.
And if you are the starting senior guard, you should probably want to do that, Josh.
Grace Nearing shots tipped there. Yeah, they really need Laura Allred, a senior, to play with a little bit more composure than what we've seen.
Yeah.
Just kind of some willpower here.
Gotta happen.
Ball inbounded back to Figueroa. And Grace Nearing thought about going inside to Cheney there, but pulled it out. 45 seconds left here in this ball game. Allred's going to dribble in. Finds Cheney. Cheney with a little jumper. No good. And the Wildcats showing no real...
Try to grab the ball.
Yeah, they weren't really terribly interested in chasing that down. Two Wildcats in the area probably could have gotten to it. Just didn't get over to it. 30 seconds left here in this ball game. St. Mary's with the ball. Badgett finds Rimmel in the corner. Rimmel's three, rims out. Rebound Figueroa, and Figueroa with 20 seconds left will probably cross half court. And I fully expected her just to sit on it. Jana Nearing frustrated once again with the turnovers as a shot from Rimmel doesn't go in. But there's Badgett with the putback. And it's a 44-33 game, and that will be the final score. Wildcats knock off St. Mary's 44-33 to advance to tomorrow night's championship game. St. Mary's will play the loser of our following game between Wallace and Potlatch. We will be back to broadcast the Wallace-Potlatch game after a little break here. Thank you for watching Channel 3 Sports Live. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is game 2 of the girls' Silver Valley tournament coming to you from Wallace High School, Kirby Krulitz Court. First, your starters from Potlatch. You have a senior guard, Alyssa Hamburg, another senior guard, Denaria Carpenter, a sophomore guard, Emma Chambers, a senior guard, Kendall Sessnan, and a freshman center, Jordan Reynolds. Those are your starters for the Potlatch Loggers, not to be confused with the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, despite obvious similarities in colors, jerseys, and mascots. But starting tonight for your hometown host, Wallace Miners, we have a 5'8" senior forward, Megan Morin, a 5'5" senior guard, Sarah Johnson, a 5'6" sophomore guard, Jaden House, a 5'4" sophomore guard, Ellie Welch, and a 5'4" senior guard, Skylar Hill. And Mr. Schaubert, he's got me hyped right now. I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on, but he has got this place just pumped right now. I actually think these Miners are going to play the Loggers very tough tonight. They have a lot of experience despite being fairly young. Jaden House and Sarah Johnson are both returning all-leaguers for this team. So this team has good leadership. I don't know much about Potlatch, to be honest with you, other than they come out of that vaunted White Pine League that has been the tripwire for Wallace's seasons the last few years.
And they have the coolest jerseys.
Do they?
Yeah, they're sweet looking.
I don't know.
You don't like them?
I'm a Wildcat guy. I'm partial to the purple and gold myself. But if I had to pick one right now, I'd go Wallace.
I mean,
I think Wallace's look sweet. I like the Miners on the back. I like the shorts. They have I think black and red and
classic.
White. It's just a color scheme that works.
So classic.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Jordan made it look good. And Dennis Rodman made it look better. And Jaden House is making it look even better than that. Taking the tip, it's going to be Megan Morin, who tips it to Ellie Welch, I believe, there. Out to Jaden House there. Jaden House is going to dribble around, picks up her dribble right on the wing there. Back over to Welch. Welch in the key.
Nice pass there.
Finds Morin on the baseline. Morin's little jumper no good. Gets her own rebound, kind of. It's corralled there by Sarah Johnson. Or Skylar Hill, I'm sorry. And no good on the putback there. Potlatch back in transition. Three-pointer right out of the gate there from Denaria Carpenter. That's a pretty sweet name. Considering that Game of Thrones has only been like the last 10 years, the fact that her name's Denaria, her parents were ahead of their time. Carpenter goes inside, back to Carpenter, and there's going to be a foul on the baseline. This foul is going to be charged to Skylar Hill there. Her first, the team's first. 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Still a 0-0 ball game. Inbound shot blocked there by Skylar Hill. It's going to remain with the Loggers. Kendall Sessnan there trying to inbound the ball. Up top there, that's Emma Chambers. We're going to get a foul. This time on 23, that's Ellie Welch. Her first.
I don't know about that foul.
There's some tough calls here early on. Miners in this sitting in this 2-3 zone. They go inside this time to Jordan Reynolds. Reynolds is shot no good. Her and Morin battling underneath there. Jaden House fires one ahead in transition. Sarah Johnson just couldn't get there in time. Right play, needs to take a little bit off that pass. Wallace going with a 1-2-2 press here.
This is a good press.
Similar design to what Kellogg ran earlier in the night with the 2-2-1. You just force your guard at the top. Has to work a little bit harder. I guess that's better than maybe having your post
in the back.
Have to do that. You're not going to give up any easy buckets, and you're going to put pressure.
Yep, absolutely.
Skylar Hill with the ball, tries to spin, almost loses the ball, falls on it. We're going to get a offensive foul.
What? I don't know about that one, Josh.
I'm not entirely sure what Todd Bitterman called there, but Coach Nicole Farkas is going to take a timeout. We're saying that's Skylar Hill's first foul. Odd. I don't know what that. I'm still trying to figure out what that call was.
Yeah.
I've never seen an offensive foul
Well,
called from the floor.
They were both going after the ball there, and
unless
and Hill just kind of ripped a little bit harder.
And the momentum took. I think that was number 5, Alyssa Hamburg.
Yeah.
Kind of rolled her over there. So tough break there for the Miners. Into the game for the Miners right now, number 45, a junior forward, Brianna Burgum. Got some assistance up here in the booth for some spelling and pronunciation issues. Jaden House gets in front of the pass, steals it. She's in transition. She's going to go up and in, and she's going to finally put somebody on the scoreboard here. It's a 2-0 Wallace lead. Potlatch dribbling right into the trap. Stripped by Ellie Welch. And a lot of contact. Ellie Welch just kind of getting ridden down the lane there. I'm really liking this defensive intensity that we're seeing from the Miners here. Sarah Johnson's going to be inbounding the ball. Trying to go inside. They do. Megan Morin kind of loses the pass. Gets it back, though. Ellie Welch is going to dribble in. Floats one up. Left hand. Rebounded. Burgum. No good there. A lot of contact on Burgum's shot. Back come the Loggers. Inside to Reynolds. Reynolds, I mean, obviously, she appears to be one that they're going to go to a lot. Just in pure height, she has an advantage. Good screen there by House. Skip pass ahead to Ellie Welch. Inside, Burgum. Up, left hand, 2. Miners getting transition buckets here. That's exactly what you want to see as Ellie Welch comes up with another steal, finds Jaden House cutting down the lane, and it is a 6-0 ball game. And Potlatch is going to take a timeout.
And Wallace looks good right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Wallace team that the other night, I believe the final score was 49-29 in their game against Priest River, something like that. It was a 20-point beating of a bigger school, so it does not surprise me to see the Miners out in front here. Sophomore Jaden House is a no-nonsense basketball player, and I know that all the coaching staff here at Wallace High School have kind of had their eye on her for a while.
And Welch out there playing great.
Now, I'm not sure. I don't know family. Ellie Welch, I'm assuming, is the sister of Zach Welch. So from a
one Welch to the other.
Yeah, from a familial standpoint, that's good stock. Welch with another steal there. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson in transition, wisely pulls it out. Finds Burgum at the free throw line. Missed shot, but Johnson with the rebound, the putback, and the foul. Miners pitching a shutout here early in the first quarter. There's still 5.5 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Miners up 8-0.
Hard-earned points there.
Yeah, Sarah Johnson heading to the line now for her and one free throw.
Do Welch have 2 different colored shoes?
It would appear so.
That's going to freak me out.
Unless they're just different on the middle. But Megan Moore in there defensively almost comes up with a steal. And yes, she does. Black and white.
That's going to freak me out.
It looks cool.
I mean, it does look cool.
It goes with the sweet red, black, and white color scheme we talked about. All things that are good. How much easier shoe shopping is when those are your colors. You get the best shoes. Loggers working around the perimeter here. Miners sitting in a 2-3 zone. Jaden House trying to come up with the loose ball and does. Finds Megan Morin. Morin fired it ahead to Sarah Johnson. Johnson not ready for it. Johnson, playing good defense there, moving her feet real well, kind of ran into a bit of a wall. Ellie Welch Her defensive chops, she seems to be able to read where the pass is going before it's even thrown. Big fan of her defensive presence on the floor.
She is fun to watch on defense.
House with the ball now. Dribbles around, uses the screen there. Logger's going man-to-man. Burgum goes up, gets fouled there. That foul is going to be charged to Potlatch's Kennedy Thompson. I believe that's her first, the team's third. And I'm going to take a quick little break here and shut the...
First shot up is no good.
Pardon me there. I was hearing my voice echo in the TV behind me, and it was very just discombobulating to hear myself.
So strange for you.
Burgum's second shot off the back iron, no good. A rebound by the Loggers. Loggers just don't look very comfortable bringing the ball up. Long two there. No good. A rebound, Sarah Johnson. Johnson in transition. Finds Welch. Welch can't quite get to the pass. Wisely just puts her hands up to avoid a foul. All the right footwork and moves by Ellie Welch. Ooh!
What a clean steal.
Welch just robbing the cookie jar there. Finds Jaden House in transition. And it's a 10-0 ball game here. Just under 4 minutes left. Alyssa Hamburg almost lost the ball there. Jaden House tried to get there in time.
Got the tip there, but couldn't corral it.
Jaden House has been a just kind of finishing off the dirty work that that Ellie Welch is doing.
And you can see Welch is tired.
Welch is giving it her all in this first 4 minutes and 15 seconds here. Looking like she might need a much-deserved break. Like how she fights around the screens, all of that. Oh, my goodness. Jaden House almost picks.
Does pick.
Oh, she does pick. Ellie Welch is going to come up with it. Welch wisely has the ball slapped out of her hands. It goes up and gets fouled.
Man.
Oh, my goodness. Welch, I think, thought House was in stride with her and then got deep and realized, uh-oh, I'm down here with four loggers. I was going to say down here in the trees, but they're loggers, so there's probably no standing trees around them.
Hopefully not.
They're not very good at their job.
If they're good at their job, then no.
Bad loggers. Welch's shot there just kind of looks like she's kind of gassed.
I mean, when you have 10 steals in 7 minutes or 5 minutes, I guess, you're going to be a little gassed. We're going to have a line violation.
Lane violation.
Line, whatever.
This is not volleyball.
I did one volleyball game, Josh. And
I did a lot of volleyball games. Volleyball is fun to call. It's a little faster than basketball, which is hard to believe. Welch is going to get another shot, though. Second shot for Welch off the back iron. Rebound, House. House is going to kind of pull it out and reset here. Finds Morin with the ball. Morin dribbles up. Goes pick and roll. Burgum almost comes up with Burgum. I'm really struggling with that name. I don't know why. Jaden House is going to right the ship, though. Ooh, Sarah Johnson. I think she was trying to tip it inside to Welch. Welch is going to come up with it anyway. And she's going to put it in for two.
She's unstoppable.
Right now, Wallace is playing with such ridiculous energy. It is hard. Oh. Burgum making the hustle play there as Potlatch's Charlie Beckner was trying to get in position there. Good hustle by Burgum. Loggers with the ball. We're going to get a block shot there by Jaden House. She's going to throw it up. Lead pass to Ellie Welch. Welch in transition, not very strong with her left there. Rebound Reynolds. Potlatch trying to push the ball. This is Charlie Beckner with the ball. Comes in, fires from the elbow. Nice little jumper there. And finally gets Potlatch on the board. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Wallace struggling to inbound the ball. Welch is going to break the press, fires it up to Morin. Morin over the top to Burgum, and Burgum just could not come down with the ball. Burgum going to get a little break here into the game for Wallace is Grace Hunter, 5'8" sophomore forward. This Miner team is fast and has size. They're going to be able to probably defend very well down low. Beckner, little jab step, stolen by Welch. Welch in transition, once again going to the left. This time she's going to get it better angle this time for Welch. I think Welch took it a little personally when she didn't get that last one. Ooh!
Oh my goodness!
Welch's hands are ridiculous. And oh my goodness, Welch has just
magnets.
Some of the quickest magnet hands I've ever seen. It's Sarah Johnson. She wants to get in on the fray a little bit. One hand, kind of a wild shot. Jaden House steals the ball right out of the hands of Beckner, and we're going to get a foul there. House looked like she might have taken an elbow to the, what do we call that, the bread basket?
Bread basket.
Like deep in the gut, like to the point where you really feel that one. That's only her first, the team's fifth. You can tell that the Miners are playing some aggressive defense here. Shows on the scoreboard that they have definitely been the aggressors thus far. Trying to go high post and just not getting the looks. Wallace closing in every time, but that time Taylor Carpenter was able to get a good look down there on the baseline and go up. Nice little easy lay-in. Ooh, Ellie Welch getting a little pushy there. Sarah Johnson finds
nice
Grace
pass.
Hunter off the glass.
Oh my goodness. That was great ball movement.
Miners not pressing now, just electing to drop back into their zone.
Which is
their zone is creating almost as many turnovers. Grace Hunter standing tall on the block. Great defense there. Allows Sarah Johnson to get an easy rebound there. But their press is forced some turnovers, but now they're just their regular zone pressure. Good pass inside to Grace Hunter. Hunter goes back out to House. House looking a little tired here. House going to dribble around, and we're going to get a offensive foul there. Illegal screen by Grace Hunter. Just 20 seconds left. The Ellie Welch, Megan Morin, and Jaden House trio going to go to the
There's only 4.
bench. Oh, Morin not coming out. I think Morin thought she was going to get a breather there. Into the game is Micah Atkins, and we're trying to see who else here. That's number 5 for the Miners. That's Kaylee Lohman. Once again, shout out to my
I don't think I've ever heard Josh struggle with names this bad.
Oh, I don't understand some of the spellings lately.
In a couple years in basketball and every other sport, Josh has always done pretty good.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of girls' names, though. Reynolds at the buzzer gets the little baby hook. And it's going to be a 16-6 ball game here at the end of the first quarter. So, good competitive first quarter. Good quarter for the Miners here. They got after it quick. Potlatch responding late. We'll be back with the second quarter. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. And welcome back. Second quarter of play just about to start here between the Potlatch Loggers and Silver Valley Tournament hosts the Wallace Miners. Miners on top 16-6 after using their defensive pressure and just ability to get out and run to really frustrate the Loggers here early. Beckner's shot wildly missed, rebounded there by Taylor Carpenter.
I think there was a travel before there was any foul.
I would have thought so myself, but just didn't quite get there in time.
Yes, yeah, the ref didn't see that.
That first foul
Couple
going to go to Kaylee Lohman there. Her first, the team's 7th. They'll be in the bonus the rest of the way out.
And we got to get a rebound or a box out.
Micah Atkins will come up with the rebound, though. And gets the ball over to Skylar Hill. Miners deep in the 10 count. And they're going to get a 10 count right there. And that's where Skylar Hill, as a senior, needs to be very aware of that 10 count and needs to come back and get the ball if she's going to play point with Welch and House on the bench. Beckner coming to the bench. Into the game for the Loggers is Adriana Arcega.
So Josh gets that one right there, guys. We'll give him that one.
Arcega with the ball out there. Gets into the paint.
Travel there.
Not quite a steal there. Kaylee Lohman just couldn't grab it. Tried to one-hand it there. A little Odell action, but just couldn't quite grasp the ball. Arcega's going to go baseline, kind of wraps around, and is going to get fouled.
I don't know about that call.
They're going to give that to Grace Hunter. Tough call there for Grace.
I thought that was great defense.
Yeah, moving her feet and everything. That's going to be Grace's second foul. The team's 8th. 1-1. Arcega shooting the front of this 1-1. No good. Rebound corralled this time by Carpenter. Carpenter out top to Larson. Larson over to Chambers. Chambers kicks it over to Arcega, who will fire. No good. Rebound long. Grabbed by Larson, and we're going to get a foul. This one is going to be a foul.
On number 5.
No, if it was 5, it would be her second foul. I thought they called that on 4-5.
No.
I'm pretty sure Kaylee Lohman just picked up her first foul just a moment ago. But
we'll take it, I guess.
1-1. Shot for Carpenter off the left side here. And outlet pass couldn't be controlled by Atkins. Burgum knocks the ball away. Arcega cross court. Up top, Larson over to Arcega. Arcega.
No.
Going to be fouled by Skylar Hill. And
I think the ref had a terrible angle at that one because if there was no body.
Sarah Johnson, Jaden House checking back into the game. The Miners have ran a minute and 20 seconds off the clock here in this second quarter. All of it played on Potlatch's side of the court as Arcega misses there. I mean, it was they were at 6 fouls at the end of the first quarter, and in a minute and 20 seconds, 4 fouls have been picked up by the Miners. Fortunately, the Loggers have gone like 0 for 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they have not made a free throw. But
Arcega inside to Reynolds.
There's a travel.
Getting away with a travel there. Johnson with the ball. Oh, yeah, he didn't want to run into House's screen there. Ooh, not a great pass from Sarah Johnson to Megan Morin.
Quick jump there.
Coach Nicole Farkas telling her to settle down. Oh, right inside. Burgum goes up. Lot of contact.
I do not like the way she was
thought,
laying there on her knee.
Thought her knee kind of popped out there, but not a shooting foul though. Wallace getting hammered here on the calls here early in this second quarter.
Right there. Give it to your post.
Oh, they gave it to her too late though. And we're going to get a... Oh, Loman ended up out of bounds. So her touching the ball automatically disqualified her from play.
Yep.
Into the game, new minor coming in here in a second. That's Chloe Selke. Thank you. She'll be checking in next dead ball. I actually thought they were going to get her in there, but they did not. Arcega travels there. She tries to get the ball into Reynolds. You know, I'm a little disappointed in Jordan Reynolds so far. I mean, she is a freshman. That is impressive. I think she has a potentially...
Number 31?
31 is a freshman. She has not shown quite the chops that I'd hoped from a player like her. Megan Morin takes the inbound, lazy pass, trying to get it to House. And you can just tell that the Miners are a little tired. That first quarter, there were some haymakers thrown by them, and they were out trying to run. But Potlatch has responded by trying to stall this game out and feed off of Wallace's fatigue here. Coach Farkas does not like what she saw, and she called a timeout there. Back-to-back poor inbounds plays, close call type inbounds plays. You really got to clean it up here. Get back to what they were doing in those first 5 minutes where they opened up that 10-0 lead.
You gotta
kind of got to go for the throat here, especially in a tournament-style play.
Absolutely.
Because if you know you're playing again the next night, you want to try and...
get it done quick.
Yeah, you want to try and get it done and over with to where your studs can head to the bench and kind of relax, knowing full well that the winner of this game is going up against a Kellogg team that is talented, but right now on the ropes due to illness. I mean, I feel like Wallace's energy right now would be enough to knock off Kellogg.
Oh, I fully agree with that.
In the state that Kellogg is in right now, they've got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Good try to get the press break there. They do get it into Jaden there. Jaden getting it up.
Drills right into the corner.
Right into the corner. You could hear Coach Farkas go, get across half court. Not there, though. Worst spot in the world there. And Selke is going to get called for a travel.
Just took that one little slide step.
Little hop there. Little hop.
Sounds like a sweet rap name.
Little hop. Arcega with the ball there. Goes in, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Anna Atkinson. Atkinson inside to Reynolds. And there's Reynolds using her height to her advantage. Cuts this down to a single-digit deficit. Sarah Johnson in transition here with the left.
That was a nice left hand right there.
With the contact from Reynolds.
Yeah.
Pushes it back to double digits here.
Not afraid to go up against the, 6 whatever monster.
We're going to get a travel there. Poor Carpenter. You know, I don't usually feel bad for the away teams, but Carpenter pivoted right into, I believe that was Bergam and then House right there and kind of just pinballed off both of them. House trying to get open. Ooh, errant pass almost stolen. House is going to dribble up, doesn't hear the Wolf call, and there's going to be a reach. A lot of contact. I think if Emma Chambers could have just gotten a little bit wider there, she could have gotten the steal, but instead she comes up and kind of made a hockey play on the ball.
Weird spot to be giving somebody the ball. Foul up top. Outside of the key.
I think they're calling the foul inside the three-pointer is under the basket.
But if she wasn't inside?
I think she was just a step inside, kind of where Ellie Welch, just above where Ellie Welch is standing right now.
Okay. I think they're talking about it.
The foul was given to 33. There was a clock error there. They had given a foul to a number that was not on the floor. Lead official Todd Bitterman came over to clean it up, make sure everything is ship shape. And it's going to be minor ball under the basket. Miners do get the ball into Welch. Welch, nice little move to get herself open. Kicks it out to Morin. Morin's little jumper, no good, and we are going to get a foul here on green 15. That's going to be Adriana Arcega. On the shot or on the floor? Looks like on the floor.
Ref's having a bit of trouble in this one.
Kind of a sloppy sequence of events here for these officials here. Inbounding the,
Yeah, she was shooting.
Oh, it's 1-1. It's a 1-1. Very sloppy from the officials here.
Yeah.
Morin's first shot. Hits the front, hits the back, and drops in. It's a 1-1. And, you know, this is not to sound offensive here, but it is amazing to me how many players in high school still do not understand
1-1.
the 1-1 concept. Kind of blows my mind a little bit. Morin goes 2 for 2 there. Watching her develop over the years as a basketball player has been a lot of fun. I can remember covering her for the K-Wall radio station a few years ago.
She was playing when
Ellie Welch tying up the ball behind her back, forces the jump ball. But yeah, she has been a varsity player since I believe her freshman or sophomore year. And I've been covering her games in some capacity, whether it be newspaper or radio, for some time. Corey Foster, former announcer and coach, bus driver, kind of everything here, said to keep an eye on her, that by the time she hit her senior year, she would be a player to watch. And she has been kind of a force for the Miners here in this game, defensively playing in the middle as their starting 5. Sarah Johnson comes up with the rebound, flicks it out to Jaden House. Jaden House finds more in there in transition. Oh, misses the open one. Too open. She was
I hate
too
those.
open.
I used to miss those all the time.
I say, I feel like I saw you miss more of those in your career than just about anybody else. But
yeah.
Reynolds blew her opportunity, an open shot. Jaden House is going to pick up a cheap one there. And that's Taylor Carpenter going to go to the line. I believe that's House's first or second foul. I'm not quite sure. Looks like just her first. Oh, no, her second. Team's 11th, I believe. They're in the double bonus no matter what from here on out with just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Oh, my goodness. The free throw shooting struggles for Potlatch just continue.
I don't know what it is. These are the softest rims
Potlatch
you'll ever play on.
Potlatch has probably missed 10 free throws in this game.
Uh-huh.
Second free throw for Carpenter up. And wide left. Doesn't hit the rim, so it will be Wallace's ball. Now, ironically, if you watch, Wallace struggles to inbound the ball here, but somehow doesn't have those same issues inbounding under their own basket, where the defense is tighter. Oh, and Ellie Welch going to get hit for a travel there.
It's
looking
fine.
for Jaden just a little bit too late crossing half court. Jaden trying to pick her teammates back up. They've kind of stalled out here after that big first quarter. They've only scored 4 points here in the second quarter. Welch dances right over the top of that screen.
Great.
Her defensive pressure is outstanding. Jaden House, no slouch either. Fully willing to let Potlatch dribble the ball. Oh, a long bank 3 from Anna Atkinson. Cuts the lead back down to single digits. Those are the worst. And we're going to get a foul here. A sloppy game defensively for Potlatch. They could have called a few of those thus far. That one's going to go on Atkinson. Hits the big shot and picks up the quick foul here. That's her first, the team's 8th.
Reynolds back to the game.
Sarah Johnson at the line to shoot. First shot for Johnson is up and in. Nice looking shot there.
The other end, yeah. Wallace is taking advantage of getting fouled.
Yeah, they haven't been at the free throw much, but when they've been there, I believe they've only missed 1 free throw this game. think that too.
And Josh is just a jinx.
I'm good at that. Johnson's going to tie up Atkinson on the ground and keep the ball with the Miners here. 3.5 left here in this second quarter. Wallace with the ball underneath. Look for Bergam to try and drop down here to get position. Does. Jaden House with a little crossover step there. Bergam with the rebound, goes up, gets fouled.
Nice big rebound there.
Yeah, Bergam dropped into really good position. Saw that Jaden House kind of got on her horse and just stepped over to see if she could screen. And then when she realized there was no screen, moved over to try and get the weak side rebound. That's only Reynolds' first foul, though. Bergam, the lefty. I did not realize she was a lefty.
I mean, she's doing left-handed layups on the right side, Josh.
Thought she was just shooting with both hands. Bro. Nice shot there from Bergam.
Good form.
Yeah, it's a good-looking free throw.
Lefties are still weird looking.
Yeah.
It's always weird.
Hard to guard them. 20-11 ball game here.
There's a little bit of a rough screen there.
Lazy pass. Carpenter could have gotten away with a bit of a travel there, I think.
Travel there.
Second travel. And a deep three, no good. Rebound by Reynolds.
Bergam with the
comes up
board.
with the rebound. She's fighting down there, and she's going to go shoot. It's 1-1. Yeah, Bergam playing real well for these Miners, playing really physical in the post.
Both of their post players are playing really good, Hunter and Bergman.
Yeah, I've been very impressed.
Now you've got me on it.
Sorry, man. All good.
Dang it.
This is a two-shot foul here. Double bonus. First one rattles in.
Josh just isn't going to say anything.
Don't have to. They know.
No.
Second one rims off. Jaden tries to tip it out to herself. Can't quite get it. Back come the Loggers here. 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Ellie Welch playing that aggressive defense still. Bergam with the box out.
Push.
And that's going to be Reynolds over the back. Bergam going to go shoot a few more free throws.
Bergam just in the right place.
Miners are out hustling. Miners are just out hustling Potlatch here.
Yeah.
It's
effort.
The game has slowed down significantly. Bergam misses the front of that one. Gosh, ever since I brought up their free throw shooting, they've been about 50%. But you know, they're just out working. They're doing the things like getting the box outs and things like that that really just can win a game. And it's, you know, you see those kinds of things as the second shot hits the back iron. Atkinson in transition, travels, and just kind of getting away from her. Wasn't really looking up, didn't really see anything, stopped, tried to create something, and it looks like Potlatch is going to take a timeout here. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with you here. Once again, Channel 3 Sports would like to thank some of their sponsors, such as Loving Care More, La Riviera Incorporated, McGilvery Environmental, and Dave Smith Motors for their contributions to the program. Miners here, out of this timeout, it'll be, I believe is it Miner ball? Timeout was called after a turnover, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to be honest with you, Joshua. I was playing on my phone.
That's Miner ball.
I have no opinion.
Potlatch's press here has been effective in forcing the Miners into really tough passes late. Ooh, didn't quite get it. They didn't quite get it, but they do get into Jaden House. Press break could use a little work here for Wallace. Oh, tried to force it inside to Bergam there. Jaden House is going to get it back, goes up, gets fouled. You got to stop coming in and initiating the contact if you're Potlatch. Potlatch's coach, Brandon McIntosh. I can't imagine he's terribly thrilled with his team's defensive performance here. That's Alyssa Hamburg's second foul. You thinking blank check?
Yeah, this is where he stole all the money. That's who he stole all the money from.
Oh, man.
Mr. McIntosh.
A blank check reference for all you 90s babies out there.
Or anybody who has Disney Plus.
That is a good one. If you haven't seen Blank Check, get on Disney Plus. Look it up. St. Mary's. It's not St. Mary's. It's Potlatch.
Sorry.
Potlatch working. Errant pass there from Desi Brown. Stolen by Sarah Johnson. Johnson goes up off the glass. House was there trying to get a seal and just couldn't get jump ball. Back to Potlatch. Minute 57 left here in this second quarter. Miners setting up in their press, up 24-11. High pass. Oh,
Over
we're going to
the
get a
back.
backcourt violation. She stepped on the line.
Get over the back.
That's Kennedy Thompson, a senior forward. You just can't be making mental errors like this if you're Potlatch.
Little things like that, yeah.
They try to find Ellie Welch and do. Welch is going to get a wide open left-handed lay-in here. 26-11. Ooh. Into the teeth of the defense goes Kendall Sessnan. She's going to hit a high floater. Potlatch not getting back on defense. Jaden House goes up with a nice little
Step through.
step through, a la Toby Colburn.
Taught Toby everything he knows.
I heard Cade Finley was better than Toby Colburn. At least that's what Cade tried to tell me.
I did hear that from him as well.
Loggers with the ball, just trying to find an opening against this just tough as nails flying around Wallace defense. Beckner struggling to move the ball. Deep three. This is a nice clean air ball for the Loggers there. It's going to be Wallace ball. Sarah Johnson inbounding. Burgum takes the inbounds pass. She's going to bring the ball up. Picks the ball up just inside half court here. Finds Sarah Johnson. Over to Welch. Moving the ball around. It's Morin here. They go inside, and there's Jaden House wide open. Can't quite get the first one. Misses. Rebound Johnson. Johnson will throw it up, though, and it's good. Miner offense coming alive late as opposed to the first quarter where it was early. It's a 30-13 ball game here. Potlatch kind of moving the ball around. Ooh, Jaden House swiped at the ball trying to get something. Ellie Welch going to get a little tip. Probably could have chased that one down if she had really wanted to. 18 seconds left here in the second quarter. 30-13 ball game. Loggers working the ball around, trying to get a good look. Stripped by Welch. Welch fires it ahead to House. House up and in off the right. 3 seconds. 32-13 is your halftime score. Wallace on top of Potlatch. We'll be back with the third quarter after a little break. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the halftime, it's your Wallace Miners on top of Potlatch Loggers 32-13 in what has been kind of a clinic from the Miners in turning defensive pressure into easy baskets. Sometimes it feels like the Miners are a little slave to being a little robotic, but you can make some mistakes like that here in a game like this. They find a little tip pass to Megan Morin. Hits the front of the rim, rims out, rebound controlled by Reynolds, but she throws it away. Skylar Hill back into the game. Ooh, nice little crossover, dishes it out to House. House from three. I don't think the Miners have hit a three-point field goal this game.
Which is impressive. That they have not hit a three-point basket, and they are up as much as they are.
House almost loses her handle. Keeps control of it. Tried to get it ahead to Ellie Welch. Welch just kind of out of position here. Finds Morin in the corner. Morin, little dump off to Jaden House. House will floater up and in. 34-13. Wallace running away with this one. It was a late burst in the second quarter that really put this game out of reach. As the Miners corral another loose ball steal. Just popped up. Nice little one-handed pass to Morin.
A little bit of a travel there.
Can't hit the shot, and it's going to be Potlatch ball. That was a sweet little one-handed no-look pass.
You know what I like, Josh?
Little showtime action.
Yeah. I like when it's the starting lineup that they have.
Yeah, their starting lineup is fast.
So fast and fun to watch. They don't have anybody that slows them down on this.
Except for maybe the referee.
Yeah.
Getting in the way there. Ooh.
God.
Sarah Johnson getting called for a foul there. Questionable call.
Hand straight up.
Hand straight up, moving her feet. Not really doing anything that I would constitute a foul there.
You can't call a foul on somebody for standing straight up and then somebody running into them. I mean, you can, but it's
ooh, errant pass there. Good thing House was able to get back to it.
House is just she's a baller.
She's a scoring machine.
Yeah.
Back comes Potlatch. Trailing 36-13 here. 6 minutes left here in this third quarter. Turnover there for Arcega. And this is a good sign for these the Wallace Miners. I mean, this is a team out of District 2, out of that White Pine League, that every year at the end of the season, Wallace doesn't play a district tournament. What they do is they play a pair of play-in games. The first one coming against the third place team out of the White Pine League in District 2. But they haven't been able to get, that's a travel. They've never been able to get past that first game. If they win that first one, then they play another one down in Boise, but they just have not been able to get past that first one.
Yeah, which this is a great
team out of
sign.
that league. So this will be a good benchmark for them to see just where they stack up with the rest of the teams in the White Pine League. Right there, that's Grace Hunter just playing good defense. She travels. And it's Emma Chambers who got called for the traveling there. She knew that she had done it right after she did it. Grace Hunter playing great defense in the post, though.
She's been playing great defense all game long, both.
That is what you can say about these Miners. Oh, good screen there by Sarah Johnson. Welch is going to dribble into the teeth of the defense there. Not wise. And she's fighting over the ball, and Arcega's going to come up with it. But it's going to be green ball off the jump there. And that whole turnover right there, it's Ellie Welch's fault for dribbling that deep into the key and then picking up her dribble.
And not just going up.
Yeah, if you're going to go that deep, I tell my kids on my YBL team that if you get that deep, you just shoot it.
Yeah, why not?
Dribble drive that. If you dribble that,
you go for it.
Yeah.
That is number 10 there for Potlatch. Yeah, I can't say it.
Denaria Carpenter.
Yeah, that's not a name I'm familiar with.
You don't watch Game of Thrones?
I don't.
Ooh, getting kind of sloppy as Wallace as Skylar Hill comes up with that steal there. Skylar Hill not really wanting to go to her right on the dribble. Jaden House will pull up from the elbow there. Rebound Arcega. Arcega pushing it ahead. Has numbers. Skylar Hill is going to get called for the block. Tried to get in position to take a charge.
I think that's a good foul to pick up right there.
That's a good foul. Don't let him score another basket. Don't give him anything easy.
Slows everything down, but I believe that is her 4th.
Oh, my.
I believe she picked up 3 in the first half.
Oh, we're not even getting told who the foul was on. Ooh, Wallace right there missed the rebound. 3-ball there deep from Denaria Carpenter. Makes this a 36-18 ball game. Cuts it right in half. Ooh, Skylar Hill almost,
so close there.
Almost threw it back into the backcourt. Grace
Nice
Hunter,
move.
Nice move. Gets it to fall in. Good move there. Back come the Loggers. Ooh, Carpenter almost went down there right there in that little, right in front of her own bench. Bringing the ball around, it's Arcega. Arcega.
Atkins playing great defense, but
I
doesn't notice the ball.
I don't think Atkins was aware that the ball was on the ground below her. Tough break for Atkins there, but it is going to be a jump ball. Oh, Jaden House not even picked up on the press. He's going to go up. Coach McIntosh McIntosh not happy with the lack of defensive effort there. Arcega has been kind of a burst of energy there as she gets pulled to the ground there by House. Arcega hit hard.
And she threw the ball at the ref.
I think she thought the ref was looking, but she looks like she's in some pain.
Yeah, she landed right on her elbow, going down.
She's been a kind of a source of energy for this team. Lohman coming in for House. Just under 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. 38-18 here as Skylar Hill tips the ball away. Back over. I'm sorry, that was Denaria Carpenter. I wonder if her and Taylor Carpenter are related. Bet they are. Air balls, though, knocked out of bounds by the Miners. Inbounding the ball is Alyssa Hamburg of the Loggers. And we're going to get a 5 count. That whole play is predicated on poor Jordan Reynolds having to set like 3 different screens and then come back to the ball.
Yeah.
I do not even
That's not a
remotely like that inbounds play there.
If you're trying to get somebody the ball on an inbounds play, you set a screen for them. You don't make them set a screen.
Yeah. There, Johnson with the ball. Has it knocked away by Carpenter. Gets on it on the loose ball. And it's kind of turned into a bit of a scrum here. There, Johnson aggressively ripping herself out of that pile.
I think that was more of a frustration of her losing the ball than anything there, Josh.
I'm sure. I didn't see Potlatch do anything that would remotely lead me to believe that she was frustrated with them as Denaria Carpenter fires another one. Missed wildly. Rebound Lohman. Lohman rebounds in a terrible spot, though. And the Miners, the count should have already started. Had to be close to that would have been the coolest thing ever. Reynolds is getting physical right now. Skylar Hill comes up with it. Easy one. A lot of contact. No call. Loggers with numbers back. Hamburg goes up and gets the open lay-in. This is still a very
this is a close game.
This is still not a close game.
Oh no,
this is a lie.
18 is not that much in the third quarter. They're playing physical.
Third quarter is still a significant lead, but it's not a done deal just yet. And with turnovers and giving up easy buckets, it's only a matter of time before Coach Farkas has to go back to her bench and get Welch and House back in the game.
I guess it feels a lot closer because Wallace hasn't really done much since they took House and Welch out of the game.
Yeah. Coach Farkas telling her squad to settle down. Carpenter, they're moving the ball. That's Hamburg firing away. Misses the three. Wallace not getting to the ball there, kind of just letting it jump or bounce and jump ball, favoring the Miners here. Ball is inbounded. Skylar Hill almost loses it. House is gonna tries to pass it, but it's tipped out of bounds. It's gonna stay with Wallace.
This is a nice press. I don't know what they're. I
They're
don't know if it's just
anything,
man.
They're not doing anything special.
Just a man.
Tell you what, Coach McIntosh definitely was not happy with that, as they were able to get the ball into House pretty much without any resistance there. I'm a little intrigued by this potential Wallace-Kellogg matchup that we're looking at possibly seeing tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
Wallace's defensive intensity against Kellogg's defensive intensity. Someone's going to have to score the ball, though.
Oh, well, and
that has, out of an offensive set, I can tell you right now, the Miners and the Wildcats either team has not run offense well.
I will say Reynolds and Cheney, about the same size.
Reynolds and Cheney would be an interesting matchup, but Cheney, I think, if
she's a better scorer.
If Cheney's healthy, and we're gonna get an out of bounds. I don't know what Atkins was thinking there. She was like intentionally trying to dribble into
the corner,
the one spot that every coach just has nightmares about their guards dribbling into.
I have nightmares, and I don't even coach.
Inside, Reynolds loses the ball, and
that's a travel, I think, beforehand.
Potlatch is going to call a timeout there.
Yeah, like I was saying, Wallace has played really well against Reynolds, who is bigger. Height-wise. She's bigger height-wise. And, if they can do the same thing to Haley Cheney,
Yeah, I think, you have Brianna Burgum, you have Grace Hunter, and then those are just your
those are backups.
Those are not even starters. But Megan Morin, at 5'8", she's a savvy senior who has experience, but she's still giving up 4 or 5 inches to Haley Cheney.
Yes.
But Burgum and Hunter present an interesting option, because if they just put their hands up and try to keep Cheney away from the basket, Cheney's not going to get those looks.
And Josh, I'm going to let you know right now, Burgum just got her whole team hyped up right there.
Yeah,
and it was the coolest. She was going around slapping every player, just
dancing and
singing, and
yeah.
it was good. That's what you need off of your bench.
Skylar Hill comes up with the rebound off the missed Denarius Carpenter shot.
Oh.
Denaria, sorry. Not Denarius.
There we go.
Welch back into the game. She's going to get fouled before the shot here. Minute and a half left here in this third quarter.
Got to take your hand off of that hip.
Well, if you take it off, you can't put it back on.
Yeah. But even now, refs just call it.
Yeah. House had a good look there. Missed just barely. Morin fighting with Taylor Carpenter for the rebound there. Morin has played quite a bit of this ball game and has played pretty well. Good defensive presence, good energy player. Ellie Welch is going to come up with a loose ball rebound, goes up with the left, and it rolls in.
Most of the time you see a lot of players try and shift over to their right hand if they have a breakaway. She does not.
Yeah, no, she just kind of...
She just goes with it. I like it.
She goes with it. She does exactly what she's supposed to. They go inside. Burgum tries to dump it off to Reynolds. And we got to remember Reynolds is a freshman, and I don't know very many freshmen that I've ever seen that are... she looks to be about 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
There's a thing that they call it baby giraffe. Sometimes when you're that tall and you're that young, getting your legs under you is just not easy. Miners really trying to get Skylar Hill some minutes handling the ball, as Megan Morin's going to get called for a travel. Skylar Hill just seems unconfident with the ball. When she's...
But this is the right time to get her those,
47 feet away from the court or from the hoop, and she's throwing the ball away when she's not even being pressured, and she's putting her teammates like Ellie Welch in tough spots. Welch comes up with the loose ball off the House tip, and House takes it to the House.
House to the house.
Housed. You got housed.
You got housed.
Carpenter, lazy pass, stolen by Bergam. Bergam ahead to House. House doesn't know. Oh, crosses over just in time.
Aren't those the best plays when they cross over just in time without
Welch throws one up from deep. I don't think she realized there was no time left on the clock. So at the end of the third quarter, it's Wallace 42, Potlatch 20. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports Live. Out of the break, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Potlatch starting this fourth quarter with the ball. Wallace on top of Potlatch 42-20 here in this semifinal matchup of the 2019 Ladies Silver Valley Tournament. As it stands right now, it's looking like we're going to get exactly what everyone in the Silver Valley wants to see, and that's a Kellogg Wallace championship game. Sarah Johnson off the steal gets fouled there. I think it's going to be an intriguing matchup, especially depending on what Kellogg team shows up. This Wallace team plays an absolute fast and gritty defensive style, whereas Kellogg likes to score out of their press, but tonight, in our earlier matchup, they kind of squeaked out a cheap win against a St. Mary's team that they probably should have steamrolled.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the final score.
It was within 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Johnson knocks down both of them to make this a 44-20 ball game.
You know how hard that's going to be, though, Joshua? The Loggers versus
The
the Lumberjacks.
The Loggerjacks.
There's so much green and yellow on the court.
Oh, I know it. 3 there from Potlatch, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off the hands of Kennedy Thompson. It's going to be Wallace ball. Potlatch still pressing. I mean, 24 points is only 8 threes, and you can hit a few shots.
8 threes in 8 minutes?
Yeah, 8 threes in 8 minutes. Can't be that hard. Wallace really struggles with inbounding the ball.
And they always have to inbound the ball from that exact spot.
Yeah, they've seen them.
It happens more than anything.
Yeah, they get it in. Sarah Johnson there, pushing it ahead, dribbles deep into the teeth of the defense, and I don't know if that shot was blocked, but Bergam with the hustle play to save it. Morin keeps it high and in, 46-20. If this score gets to 50-20, we'll see a running clock the rest of the way out. Brianne Larson, or Brenna Larson, mind you, passes the ball down inside to Kennedy Thompson in the corner. She dribbles out, gets away with a travel there. They're going to fire a 3 hard off the glass. No good. Rebound tied up between Morin and I believe that's Reynolds there. And it's going to be a minor ball. Miners really struggling to inbound the ball. Oh, good screen from Bergam. Inside to Johnson. Johnson up, no good. Rebound, Bergam.
Bergam is...
And Bergam's going to get hit with a foul there, a little push. Only the Miners' 4th foul of the half.
You know when you see that from your post where they shake their head? Yeah, I did that. That's a good thing. You know, they're playing hard, having fun. And I think she's my MVP of the game.
She's played very well.
She has. Bergam has played great this game.
I would say that Potlatch inside has gotten next to nothing as Jaden House almost comes up with another steal.
I want to know how many steals.
Wallace has.
Wallace probably got about 20.
They've got to have about 20.
And about 15 of them were Welch's.
Ooh, and a travel there. She was trying to dump the ball off to Brenna Larson. And
a little too fast there.
Yeah, just not quite in position there. Anna Atkinson. They've lofted over the top to Skylar Hill. Hill dumps it off to Grace Hunter. Hunter can't finish. Oh. And Reynolds just took a leg drop a la Hulk Hogan there. She's hurting.
I'm not laughing at her hurting. I am laughing at Josh's reference.
That was a painful looking situation as Atkinson misses a shot. I mean, Reynolds playing with tears streaming down her face. That was rough down there. And I don't think there was a foul. I think it was right for them to not call a foul.
It was both players going for the ball.
I think, well, there were about 3 players going for the ball.
And feet getting tangled. And
Sarah Johnson comes up with it. Dumps it off to Hunter. Hunter off the glass. In for 2. Ooh, thought about shooting it there. Potlatch coming back. They're trying to get something. Beckner was the one who scored the first basket for him. Reynolds now trying to get something. Good footwork there. Just can't hit.
That's a nice move.
It's a good move. Lead pass there. Goes to Jaden House into Moore and off the glass. And we have a 50-20 ball game here.
We will see the running clock.
We will see the running clock. I guess when I was down on the court, I looked at this Potlatch team and just assumed that they would be a little bit more competitive than this.
And right now is the time.
Potlatch is going to take a timeout here, down 32.
This is the time when you take House and everybody out. You sit them because they got a big game tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I don't know that you sit all of them. I think maybe you put Welch in there and let her play point guard.
Test some things out.
Because you've seen that the rest of your team struggles to handle the ball.
Yeah.
And you don't want to make them be on the floor and play 5 minutes of
flop.
Let's be frustrated.
Yeah.
But I do think right now Coach Nicole Farkas has got to feel pretty good about the effort she's seen from her team. Well, a 32-point blowout.
And Josh, the Wildcats guard play, sloppy tonight. If that is not fixed by tomorrow, we're going to see House and
we
Welch.
Saw it last year.
We're going to see House and Welch just pick them apart.
Last year, the Wildcats, the boys Wildcats, walked into their Silver Eye Tournament championship with sloppy guard play. And the Wallace boys
knocked them off.
Beat them in the championship game. They hadn't won that in a while. Trying to get something here. 3-pointer there, no good. Rebound. Almost corralled there by Selke.
He's trying.
Not well. Beckner saves it from almost, nope, doesn't quite get there. And at this point, you got to kind of feel bad for Potlatch because you can see there's some effort there.
Yeah,
like they're actively
talent.
They're actively trying. They're just getting kind of taken to task here. Skylar Hill can't come up with it, and Selke once again ends up out of bounds trying to save it. Clock continues to run here. Running clock. I don't think the ball was actually touched, so it will be inbounded from its original spot here. Ball's got to feel pretty good. That's a lot of momentum.
McKenna Merrick making her first appearance.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. New player on the court.
New player on the court. McKenna Merrick is in along with Skylar Hill. Sarah Johnson staying on the floor. Grace Hunter on the floor. as well as Chloe Selke.
Atkins about to check in, I think, for Hill.
Shot for Reynolds goes up and rims off.
Joshua. They've left 20 points.
Oh, yeah.
In free throws
Potlatch,
alone.
I mean, even if they were shooting at a 75% clip, this would be a 52-35 game, and it would feel a lot better.
It would feel a lot better, yeah.
You know. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Johnson.
I kind of want to jinx him the other way. Can we do that?
No, I think that's mean. I don't think you can say negative things like that on the air. Nice bounce pass from Johnson into Grace Hunter, though. Wallace not doing anything special. I mean,
just kind of working the ball.
Feels like bully ball, almost like they could be running the score. But you're not going to tell your players to stop making those good passes and taking those good shots.
Easy passes, easy shots.
Reynolds with the bunny there. Micah Atkins. Can't quite get there in time.
As long as we don't call her brother.
Brennan was a stud. Atkins goes and almost gets it. Got away with a double dribble there. Dribbles in, kicks it out to Merrick. Merrick goes up and over, no good. Rebound Reynolds. Potlatch coming back the other way. 2.5 minutes left here in the ball game. Buckner, I thought, was going to step into a three. We'll see one there, though, from Emma Chambers. I believe that's a two-shot. I think she stepped across the line there.
2 shots, yep. Hey, good call, Josh.
2 shots, and the clock continues to tick away. Foul being charged to McKenna Merrick, her first, the team's 6th. Potlatch only 2 team fouls this half. First one up, and gosh, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a swish, but I think it was just a really good air ball.
Yeah, Wallace does that to you.
That's true.
I've airballed so many free throws in Wallace's gym.
I think you, me, and Ryan all airballed, and that didn't hit the rim either. So it's going to be Wallace's ball.
The worst one was against Buell my sophomore year.
Oh, at State.
Whole place was orange and yelled air ball for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, well. oh. And right there, Kaylee Lohman kind of got tangled up, but they find, who's that underneath there?
Chloe. Selke.
We
didn't say Silky.
Selke. She gets fouled. She's going to shoot a couple. Foul's going to be charged to Kennedy Thompson. Off the rim.
We are under a minute.
Clock continues to tick under a minute here, 45 seconds. Selke's second. It rims off. A rebound corralled by Emma Chambers. Tries to push it ahead to Charlie Beckner, but it's knocked out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Loggers. And Potlatch is going to use their final timeout, I believe, of the game here, with 29 seconds left. And it's a full timeout. So, what do you tell your players?
I don't know.
I don't understand the purpose of that timeout.
I don't get it. There's 29 seconds left. You run the clock. You get into your...
I wonder if Potlatch is staying in town. I would have to imagine that's a pretty...
Where's Potlatch?
It's between... it's not quite Moscow.
Right.
You know when you come through, when you're heading to Moscow and you...
There's that diner.
It's a little, that little diner. And you can either go right to head to Moscow or you can go left. If you go left, Potlatch is like 5 miles that way.
Yeah.
But that just seems like a long drive to have to make again tonight. Out of the timeout, a nice little design shot there. It was a good look. We just saw Brenna Larson miss it. Kenna Merrick trying to keep the ball alive, and everyone's kind of slipping and sliding. Larson's going to try another three. No good. Rebound Johnson. 10 seconds left here in the ball game. Johnson's going to dribble up. She's going to pull up off the front of the rim. Rebound corralled by Chambers. And that's going to do it. The final score, your Wallace Miners 54, the Potlatch Loggers 22. So we will see the Wallace Miners take on the Kellogg Wildcats tomorrow night in the championship game of the 2019 Silver Valley Tournament. That game will tip off, I believe, either at 7 or 7:30. Not entirely sure. But prior to that, St. Mary's will take on Potlatch in the Consolation Championship game. For Caleb McDonald, I'm Josh McDonald. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. Have a good night.